Welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz with Steve Lane, Gaston Dorniak, my mount official in the red and white jersey today. We are live from field number 1 at the Grand Champions Polo Club. Thank you for joining us here for our doubleheader. We just got finished with the trophy presentation for Casablanca, and I'd like to say this on air. We're ready to go, Gaston, whenever you are. I guess Steve wants to talk to you for a minute. All right, no, Gaston, we're all good, so you can go line them up and get them ready to go. Santa Rita with Riley Gandy, Rebecca Cohen, Juan Bellini, and Alejandro Naviza Estrada. And then you got Ray Raful with Sugar Erskine, Luis Escobar, Pablo Spinacci. Good luck to both these teams. 9 chuckers of polo. Each team will play 3 chuckers against each other. We'll line them up here. Yeah, line them up. Go ahead, you can start. They want to start. All right, they say they're ready to go. So, like I said, player number 1 will be Rebecca Cohen in the pink jersey. Riley Gansey, who's been the goal-scoring machine, playing the number 2. Juan Bellini, or looks like Alejandro Naviza Estrada will wear the 3, and Juan Bellini will wear the 4. So, Santa Rita in the pink jerseys. Then you got Fly Polo with Ray Raful wearing the 1, Sugar wearing the 2, Luis Escobar wearing the 3, and Paolo Spinacci wearing the 4. I want to bring to the attention to everybody, though, our Eastern Challenge final, as they had their trophy presentation, and the MVP of the game was Nick Roldan. But more importantly, the best playing pony was Villalanga, and she was ridden by Nito Uranga. Congratulations to Nito, but owned by the Santa Rita breeding operation. So congratulations to both teams. As here we go, as Riley Gansey already on the move early, and she has been fabulous shooting a goal. Good job. Remember the 2 ladies working together in the front of the Santa Rita team. Riley getting her first goal of the day. Beautiful shot there by Riley. Riley just doing a fabulous job. Back to the center. They'll switch directions. Again, for any of you new viewers, we are doing a little Polo 1 and Polo 2 because we've had some new people coming in to watch Polo. And, we always like to make it educational. So right here, this guy, he just has had a fabulous season. Alejandro Estrada. Look at this ball. He's got Riley out in front. That's a perfectly placed ball for Riley Gansey. Ray Raful. Riley had a rush right at the end there. Okay. And Ray with I got to tell you, good D Ray. Coming in hot. Tried to make the hook on Riley. And Riley, she gets a shot off. Congratulations to Riley. A little bit to the left. Well, our first knock-in of the day. That knock-in is going to be from Luis Escobar, former 8-goal player. And a big shout-out to his whole family. As I know the boys are playing polo. What a great job his sons did. They go and representing the U.S. And here comes Ray. Raful on his first run of the day. Oh, Ray, that's a pretty approach shot. Ray now looking for the finish. 1, 2, 3. Oh, off to the left side. But a nice run here by the number 1 for Fly Polo, Ray Raful. Staying out in front of Bellini there as we click down to 4:44 on the clock. Here comes Juanito. Juan, another former 8-goal player. He's an elder statesman out there today, Steve Lane.
Yeah, between Alejandro, Juan Bellini, and Luis Escobar. And, of course, we got Sugar out there as well. It's Sugar Man. Offside back shot, but picked up now by Bellini. And a back shot. He tops it just a little bit, and that allows Pablo Spinacci to send it back over to Luis Escobar. And Escobar on the offside, now the near side. He's going to leave it for Spinacci, he sends it back up to Luis. That pass falling just a little bit short. Pablo gets another shot at it and puts the ball back up the field. But Juan Bellini looks over his shoulder, knows he's got time, going to take the ball forward. Take it forward, and now a back shot where Alejandro, nobody marked him. He was all alone, and Juan Bellini knew that. And now Alejandro sending it right up the field to Rebecca Cohen. Rebecca Cohen from the Polo School is on it, and a nice shot downfield by Rebecca. She's able to get back to it on the offside. And Rebecca one more time, followed up by Riley Gansey, and Riley hits the shot over towards the goal, but picked out of there by Sugar Erskine. Sugar Erskine on the near side, just working that ball twice, 3 times. Going to flick it over to Luis Escobar, and we will have a whistle for our courtesy change here with 3:16 on the clock.
Steve Lane change, we'll call it.
Steve Lane, courtesy?
I'm going to call it, Steve Lane change, though. I'm telling you, when they start calling, hey, Rosie, good to see you. How are all the babies? Very well. There you go. Alejandro Naviza shot his wife up in the VIP here with us. And congratulations. He's had a new baby. And I can't wait for your boys to be playing, Rosie. Yeah, I'm telling you what. So what a great family. So Alejandro, as I said, Steve, I was talking about it earlier. We watched a lot of players play this year. Probably more 10-goalers than anywhere in the world were here. But we saw some awesome. Hey, Michael, well done. I had to get a golf cue here. I know on CTV Sports. Or Steph, can you get a picture here, Michael? Get a picture here, Michael, please. You want out a little bit further. Michael right here. Kaye's walking too. Beautiful girlfriend. And I just want to give him a shot here because, Michael, what a great spring. It was great to see you playing, man. Great job. Great final. Yeah, I just want to give a little shout out there to the Kaye family, Michael. All right, so we got everybody back here after our courtesy change. And a little relaxed there as they just talking, and this is a good learning time, especially the round robins that we play just for the thrill of it and just for the fun of it. Steve, you and I talked a lot about well, sometimes when we do our commentary, you know, really getting into the rules and giving a little clinic, sometimes to some players it can sound a little boring, but there's so many people learning the game, learning to play the game that we feel is necessary that we spread the love.
Well, not only that, but somebody might be just surfing the web and come across CTV Sports where we're playing polo, you know. So if they are watching it and they're new to the sport, then they're learning the sport. And the one reason I don't watch lacrosse is because I don't know the rules.
Yeah, I don't, and they don't explain them that much, and I agree with you, but we got everybody back. Good analogy there, Steve. Here we go, on the move. Juan Bellini, and it's been sent to Rita early here. Riley's been the runner. The two ladies have. Well done, Riley. That ball's got eyes off the post. And the finish and the high flag as Riley Gandy gets her second goal of the day. Steve, how Riley's on fire?
She is on fire with 2:28 left on the clock, and Santa Rita taking that ball all the way down. Alejandro looks up and sees two pink jerseys out front, and he sends the ball right to him. So the ladies up front doing a great job playing offense. And Rebecca Cohen, Riley Ganzi, Alejandro Novijo Estrada, and Juan Bellini in the pink. Ray Rafool.
He had a good run early, Steve-O.
Yeah, he did, and now he's going to do it one more time right here again. So Ray Rafool headed towards that south goal, and Ray got to put it underneath his pony's neck, which he does. Sugar Erskine following him up, and so is Riley Ganzi, and Ray with a shot on goal right on through. So Fly Polo answering that goal here in the first period of play.
Yeah. Ray's second run of the day, and the first one just overcut it a little bit, but this time he goes in. Well, saw a similar play, but puts a nice approach shot right there in front on the doorstep. Que golazo, Ray Rafool. That's the way you pull the team as Erskine and Escobar and Pablo tell to stay in front. We're going to hit you the long ball today. Back to the bowling.
Bowl in once again, and Fly Polo almost won that bowl in, but Juan Bellini, he stepped up to the number 3 position in the bowl in, wins the bowl in, sends it up to Riley Ganzi. Riley Ganzi off to the right-hand side. Now a nice neck shot off to the right-hand side of the goal, and Sugar Erskine's going to come over there and put a little pressure on her, and Riley Ganzi still in control, but stolen away by Sugar Erskine. Sugar Erskine dangerously backs that ball across the goal, deflected off a pony, and Riley Ganzi coming in there, taking it towards goal, and no indication there from the flag judge yet, but wide to the left-hand side. So Fly Polo dodging a bullet right there and brought back in by Sugar just in time, just in the nick of time as the first horn sounds, and Alejandro Novijo Estrada goes to get that ball where nobody there for offense for Fly Polo in the white, and now Alejandro allowing players to clear, and he's going to set up for the big shot. He sends it up front in an approach shot, but broken up there by Sugar. Sugar gets back to it, hooks Riley Ganzi on the play, and now would like to get that ball out of the danger zone. Should the second horn sound, and there it goes, and not quite enough. We can tell by the body language of Sugar. He would have liked to have gotten that ball down the field to start checker number 2, but we'll be back after the short break in the action while the players change ponies here at Grand Champions Polo Club.
We were excited to start. The field was amazing. We knew that it was a really tough team that we had against. Mark always puts a really strong team in the field, and it was Gilberto's first game, tournament and everything, so happy that he did good. I used to play a lot with Pablo when I was younger. We were cousins and we played a lot of kids tournament together until we played the Open together. Then a few years we play against each other, and now we had the opportunity to play back again, and it feels really good. Have a lot of connection, and with Alejandro I played last year here with Melissa. He's a great defender, a great back. He plays really simple. He understands the game really good, so he makes things simple. And Gilberto, I think he had a really good game. Yeah, I think yes. Well, this is a single elimination tournament, so winning today was keeping one foot in the tournament. So it was really nice now that we have another game in the weekend to keep playing, and yes, a lot of fun.
I know 'cause I try asking. Now I see through your habits, just like gadgets. You tell me with the
welcome back to CTV Sports. Looks like we got both our teams back out on the field just for the thrill of it. Round robin. We got play number 1, Rebecca Cohen. Play number 2, Gansey. Play number 3, Alejandro Davisa Estrada. Play number 4, Juan Bellini. That's in the pink jersey, Santa Rita, Fly Polo with Ray Raful, Sugar Erskine, Luis Escobar, Paulo Spinacci.
So a score of 2-1 in favor of pink right now as Fly Polo trying to get an offensive drive going right now, and Pablo Spinacci drops it off for Luis Escobar, and Luis Escobar, he's going to send it back over to the center of the field, looking for Ray Raful, and Ray, that horse not going to cooperate with him on the near side, has to give that play up to Alejandro Novillo Estrada. Alejandro sends a little pass out front for Riley Gansey, and on the roll right here, she tops it just a little bit. Horse brings it forward, but Luis Escobar going to jump on that loose ball. Hits a little bit wide, but Alejandro coming through. Escobar couldn't get back to it, and it looks like Santa Rita is going to end up with another score right here. So a broken play there by Fly Polo, and Alejandro Novillo Estrada takes advantage of it here in chukker number 2.
Yeah, 3-1 here. And we had 1 goal by Ray Raful in the first chukker. 2 goals by Gansey in the first chukker. And here's Alejandro jumping on it quickly here early in this for second chukker. Wayboyle, remember, you are using a Kersey change, so any goal. Look at field 1 today. Hey, Steve, does that look like you want to be out there playing polo? Unbelievable.
There's not a mark on that field, not a blemish. In fact, this field hadn't been played on in a week, I believe.
Oh, I'm telling you, like you said, that's what's greatest thing about the spring. Amongst having fun and moving on young horses and training new people and just adding open-style polo, but the conditions of the field have been immaculate.
You know, this would be a good place to train umpires if somebody around the country wanted to come down and go through some
umpire but there's
training.
no fouls.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody's playing so straight. I mean, now there are some fouls, but I mean, I'm just saying the teams have been so well organized here just during the spring season, playing open-style polo and trying not to foul, really being conscientious of it, Steve. And you see that in the games.
Yeah, you see that, and also player respect. And they don't go into a play when they know that they shouldn't.
You don't see a lot of mallets in the air.
Nope.
Oh, look at us. Hey, Steve. No, you can't see them. And I got to say hello, though, with Tomacho Pieta just entered the VIP. So we just want to say, Tomacho, well done, man. Great game. I apologize to the CTV Sports viewers who didn't get to see Tomacho. He just kind of snuck up on us here, but he's played so well. I just want to give him a big shout-out to Tomacho Pieta.
So Riley Gansey hitting that left goalpost and the ball going out of bounds, and Luis Escobar puts it back in play off to the right as Pablo Spinacci's going to head downfield. Sugar Erskine and Ray Raful over in the center, and a shot downfield for Pablo Spinacci. Or, excuse me, that is Spinacci, isn't it? Yes, it is. And Pablo gives up the play. He's still got it. He's going to send a shot towards the goal, but Alejandro Novillo Estrada anticipated that play, bringing it back across the goal mouth. Now his team going to break over here towards the near side of the field. He sends a long, high ball up front, and Gansey jumps on it, unable to keep control where Escobar can turn things back around. Sugar Erskine and Pablo Spinacci both turning for Luis Escobar's pass, and Escobar sends it back towards the middle of the field, and Alejandro able to go from the near side to the offside to put the ball on his offside and bring the ball back forward. Puts it over to the left-hand side where Rebecca Cohen is there as well, and Rebecca on a move right here, tops it just a little bit, but Riley Gansey checks down, lets that ball settle. 1 dribble shot, 2 dribble shots, and now a full swing shot. Trying to get the ball up to Rebecca and having a hard time doing it, but keeping control as she hits a shot right out in front of goal. Rebecca's got no play. Can they get mixed up and communicate? A little mix-up right there. So Sugar Erskine brings the ball back out. Sugar Erskine with a shot up to Escobar, but he's going to stay on his own pass. Sugar Erskine, Alejandro Novillo Estrada has to go to the whip and the spur in order to stay up with Erskine, and Erskine now has a difficult open shot, but deflected off of Estrada's pony, and now Estrada can turn back and get back on it. But with 2:54 on the clock, umpire Dorniak's going to blow the whistle for the courtesy change, And we'll be right back to action as soon as all players jump onto a fresh pony.
Yeah, they opened it up there nicely, too. Sugar and Alejandro going to the bottom of the two four-legged athletes there on here in the second chucker of our 9. Once again, remember, we will be playing a round robin here. Winners, we'll see. They might flip a coin to see here in our Just for the Thrill of It tournament. But Sebucan, Gene Goldstein, Pablo Pulido, Fred Manick, Jason Crowder, one of my favorite combinations. I think one of my favorite teams this spring, watching them play the other day. I enjoyed that. I like that. Felt like I'd like to play anywhere on that team. Fun team to watch play. Hit and run, Steve. They all rotate well. Just everybody thinking the same style. Same, open polo, let's go.
All runners and gunners on that
Run and
team.
gunner, back shots. Don't turn the ball unless you're stuck in the corner.
Yep. And then only in certain circumstances.
Yeah. No, and they move the ball, and that's what we've seen a lot with the teams. But all the teams have different strategies. I love the strategy of Casablanca today with Melissa. She even went further out, which made it a little different. It makes it difficult if you stay that far out because you're the number 4. If you camp with her, then she's got you. Yep. And they had Tomato Piedra playing back, so you got 6 goals being taken out by Meliad on an A rated, so that she's making a 5-goal play. And she just stayed out there perfectly, just stayed patient, stayed calm, and they worked in behind her, got her a few balls. That worked well. Good rotation by Double G with Nick Roldan today. The Cobra put away the goals he needed to put away. Had a couple of misses, but put away the 2 big ones, and that was a major part of the game. And Travieso on the other side, Steve, what can you say? They ran out of time, I guess.
Ran out of time. I'd like to see the stats on their goal shots.
Yeah. But again, for Teo and Michael, it was great seeing Michael, as we're used to seeing Tony play a lot. But Teo had a great WPL season. It looks like we got everybody back on the field, so away we go. And it's got to be number 2 in the pink.
Riley Gansey right now carrying the ball towards goal. Luis Escobar taken out of the play by Rebecca Cohen, and now Gansey shoots towards goal, and she finds the upright. So goal number 3 for Riley Gansey here in the second chucker, putting 1 on the board. So Santa Rita jumping out with 3 goals ahead, a score of 4-1.
Yeah, good swing there. Nice follow through, dead center. That'll bring us to right around 2 minutes. And a great start here by Santa Rita in the pink jerseys. Getting up here a 3-goal lead. Remember, they played 3 truckers against each other, so you got to start out quick. Steve and I talk about that a lot. And, these round robins, most important chucker is always the first chucker of every leg, and there's 3 different legs. Here comes one.
Bolini sees players downfield and sends it down along the boards, but that pass doesn't have enough juice to get up there to a teammate, so Sugar Erskine picks it off and sends it back towards the center of the field. Erskine's got Ray Rafool breaking down the center. Erskine staying just ahead of Riley Gansey, and Riley Gansey with her mallet out riding hard, but Ray Rafool a pass downfield, and Ray taking the ball and unable to keep it going. Riley Gansey turns it back towards the center. Followed up by Bellini, and doing a nice job right here is Gansey, and Gansey on a move, letting that pony stretch on out. Goes by Escobar, unable to control the bouncing balls. Sugar Erskine couldn't put a handle on it either, and now Alejandro Novicio Estrada being chased by Erskine. And Spinacci back there as well, and Alejandro gets by both of them. That pony kicks the ball back towards the center, gives Luis Escobar the line and the right of way. Escobar has Ray Rafool all by himself down here at the north end of the field. Can he hit a long ball up to Ray Rafool? Ray in waiting right there and is going to go over to the offside. Juan Bellini checks up. Ray Rafool, stay with it, Ray. And picked off there by Bellini. Bellini taking it forward. Escobar going to come back and try and end the chucker right there. And a good job there by Escobar. Escobar, time winding down. A nice pass, back shot over to Ray Rafool. Can he finish it off? Ray Rafool with a shot on goal. That ball across the goal mouth over the end line, and that's going to end chucker number 2. So a scoring opportunity there missed by Fly Polo. So stay with us for the third and final chucker of the first leg here in Just for the Thrill of It.
We're here at the Santa Rita Polo Farm where the PTF Polo ASSN Junior Tournament is being held for the first time ever at this location. And I mean, could you get a more beautiful venue? Probably not. The tournament includes players of all ages, starting with the youngest at just 2 years old and the oldest at 20 years old. So you've got all ages, all skill levels, and a whole lot of fun. Let's go check it out.
It reminds me of my days when I was in that position playing the kids tournament, and for us it meant the world. So I'm very happy to be here supporting my son and other kids as well, because I think they really enjoy this, and for them it's even more important than for us probably playing the 26 or the 22.
Well, that's a wrap on the PTF Polo ASSN Juniors Tournament at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. So much incredible talent coming up through the ranks. The future is certainly bright for the sport of polo. Now, for more information on the PTF, head to polotraining.org. And, of course, head to Chucker TV for all of our awesome content, including full game broadcasts.
Welcome back to CTV Sports. We are getting ready for Chucker number 3 in the first leg of our 9 Chucker round robin. 3 teams here playing for this cup just for the thrill of it. And we've got a little bit of precipitation coming down right now, so we'll see what the players want to do. And no lightning in the area, but this could make things just a little bit difficult for the players, but these fields are very safe. Yes, we are ready to go. So all players back out on the field, and we'll have a knock-in by the Santa Rita team and Juan Bellini. So Juan Bellini puts it back in play, and Bellini taking the ball across the field. Bellini with a shot looking for Riley Gansey, but unable to reach her. And Bellini sends it over to Alejandro Novicio Estrada. Estrada checks down, gets his sights on that ball, and sends a shot downfield. A pinpoint pass right up to Gansey. Gansey staying just ahead of Sugar Erskine. Sugar gets a little piece of it on the bounce. Luis Escobar looking over his shoulder, wanting to know where to put it. Pablo Spinacci anticipates that play perfectly. Spinacci all alone right now, and Pablo letting his pony's horse's head drop, and Pablo and Alejandro going back. Alejandro on the outside, a straight shot right towards goal for Pablo, and Pablo is going to finish it off, closing that gap of 3 to now just 2.
Yeah. That's my man Pablo Spinacci. I remember Pablo back in the day, looking good. Right, some young Santa Rita breeding operation ponies. I love the Little Bay pony. Great run there by Pablo. Perfect approach. Que golazo. Pablo Spinacci. Alejandro's in good spot. But just a great run there. Nice little back shot to start it off by Luis. Nobody back. Alejandro just had to kind of just stay in there and hope for a miss. And here you go, Riley looking for Alejandro. And he's going to find her in front. Nice shot inside the 30. This should be an easy finish for Alejandro. Yeah, that's a great play there. Gansey finding Estrada. Now, we are getting a little rain right now coming down here on field 1. Kind of popped in here. You know, Florida, we are in the tropics. So we will try to keep it going right now. If we do have an issue, we will let you know. If we need to pull any of the cameras here on CTV Sports. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us here. You never know, Mother Nature. Sometimes the weather will blow in. And but sometimes it blows out too, so we will see. But here we go. On the far side, it's going to be Pablo.
Spinacci now trying to answer that goal last scored by Alejandro. Juan Bellini coming back as well, and 2 Bay ponies going towards that north end. And Pablo one more time out of the air and able to score. So Pablo Spinacci having a great chucker right here in the third chucker of the first leg, scoring his second goal of the period, third for the team in white, Fly Polo. So umpire Dorniak bringing him back towards the center.
Yeah, he looks comfortable in that bay pony. I think you might see him going to 3 goals. I'm going to call 3 goals out of Spinacci on the little bay.
A lot of time left. He certainly can do it.
I'm telling you, don't let him get out in front. Escobar's got time here. He's going to spin it around, take it back center field. We click down to 4:30 on the clock. Good ride off by number 2 in the pink. And now leave the ball for Estrada.
Alejandro looking for some pink shirts up front over towards the center. He sees them, and he puts the ball over there to Rebecca Cohen. Rebecca Cohen swings just a little bit late. Now gets that second shot off with some help from the pony. Unable to get the third shot going, and Riley Gansey comes in front and hits the ball. She's got Rebecca up front as well. A nice approach shot. Can Rebecca finish this off? A half swing. Rebecca Cohen going for it, and Riley Gansey is going to finish that play off, scoring her 4th goal of the game, and backing up Rebecca Cohen. So Santa Rita head by 3, 6-3 here with 3:44 on the clock. So the players come back to center field. A little bit of a sprinkle going on right now. Overcast, nice cool. Umpire Dorniak will ask any players if they wish to change, and it looks like everybody's happy. They want to keep going. So the ball bowled back in, and Sugar gets a piece of it. Luis Escobar is going to come out with it. Escobar on a great big chestnut pony and a shot along the ground off to the right-hand side. Juan Bellini going back as well. 3 goals ahead. Escobar comes in, tries to sneak it in on the near side, and Alejandro grabs that ball, met perfectly on the line, and Alejandro with a long shot downfield. Ray Rafful's going to meet the ball on that buckskin pony of his, and Ray Rafful with a back shot right back to Pablo. Sugar's going to come in there as well. Alejandro gives up the play. Pablo Spinacci with a shot over to Ray Rafful. Ray Rafful with a shot towards goal over to Escobar. Escobar going to work the ball on the near side. He's able to check up and get the ball on the near side. Back up to Sugar Erskine. Ray Rafful wide of the goal to make sure the ball doesn't go wide. And Erskine going to finish things off with a goal of his own.
Sugarman. Well done, Sugarman. Picking up his first. More importantly, to get it within 2 goals here. So with 2:20 on the clock, that is enough time. And looks like we might get a quick timeout here for one of the players. You got attack time on the far side, and look at this. The skies have, rain has slowed down, and got a little overcast sky, so it's good for the 4-legged athletes. And great job by both teams here. Steve dealing with that little shower that blew in very quickly and keeping the rhythm up and playing very safe. But a lot of goals being scored with the rain coming down.
Yeah, I was talking with Gaston Dorniak. He changed his umpire shirt and his pants in between games.
Sure.
Because he sweat during the first game, and he wanted some dry clothes.
Right. Well, you got it. So perfect timing.
Yeah.
Well, perfect timing. And Gaston, if you want to change into your third outfit, we'll give you time afterwards.
That's what the courtesy change.
Hey, you got to look good to play good, my man. Yeah, he always does that, so it's a little bad luck for him. But here we go. Very safe. No lightning in the area. We've checked everything. Safe for all the 4-legged athletes, safe for the 2-legged athletes. And here we go with 2 minutes left in the game.
Bellini sends a pass over to Rebecca Cohen, and Cohen right now on that bay pony gets a piece of it over towards the boards. And a second shot, good carry by Rebecca Cohen. 3rd time's the charm. Riley Gansey's going to override, told to leave it by Bellini. Bellini tops the ball just a little bit, but don't worry, the rotation right here as Alejandro's backing everybody up and now drops it off for Gansey. Gansey back up to Alejandro. Alejandro on the near side has to go to the offside and finishes it off with a goal for Alejandro and Santa Rita. Alejandro's 3rd goal of the game, 2nd this period, and clock winding down to 1:18. So Santa Rita with a 3-goal advantage with not much time left on the clock.
Santa Rita bringing the heat here. A lot of goals being scored 3 minutes, 7 goals. that's on track. That means your offensive attack is working well. 6 to 7 goals. That's what it's all about. And they've done a fabulous job here. It's going to click down under a minute. And for our final minute of this first leg, here comes Panachi.
Pablo has Ray Raful downfield, and that ball goes well beyond Ray. Ray sees it and jumps on it. And now Ray, well, nice dribble shot right towards the goal, taking that buckskin back over to the left-hand side. Couldn't quite make it, but followed up by Erskine, and that's going to help Fly Polo close that gap.
Yeah, but the clock goes tick, tick, tick. As we always say, 2 goals up. They won't make it back for another bowl-in. That's going to go ahead and end our first leg here. So, Rita, they're going to take home the first 3 chuckers. We'll still see who decides to play here, but we have Fly Polo and it's Sebucan. Stay with us. We'll be back after this commercial break when we get everything organized here with our umpire and our new team coming on, Sebucan.
See, be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. Cold never bothered me anyway.
My favorite part about ABSC is seeing all my friends. I have so many friends here at ABSC and USASA, and don't know what I would do without them. Just hanging out with my coach. Hanging out with my coach would be really fun too, but I just need friends too, you know? Everybody needs friends.
ABSC is like a really fun place because you can like jump to friends and get to ski a lot of places.
When you see kids, they are smiling, they are happy, they are laughing, they are telling jokes, they are just glowing with excitement, and that just makes me feel confident that we are really doing something right, and that's really what it's all about.
You know, this is ABSC's largest fundraiser for our club, and I think the true importance of this is we're making a conscious effort to make sure that kids in the Roaring Fork Valley have the opportunity to get on snow, ski, and snowboard.
So I've been a part of the Aspen Valley Ski Club since I was 10 years old, and growing up in the valley was a really special experience because you're open to so many different opportunities, and one of which is being able to ski. And I never really thought that my dreams would come true, but now Aspen Valley Ski Club has allowed me to ski for a living, and I can never be more grateful for being a part of the club.
We love ABSC! We love ABSC!
Welcome back to CTV Sports and the Grand Champions Polo Club. I'm Steve Lane here along with Dale Schwitz, and we are ready for our second leg of Just for the Thrill of It Cup, where Fly Polo is going to stay out, being the runner-up of the first leg. Santa Rita will sit down, and Sebucan will now take center stage with Gene Goldstein, Pablo Polito, Fred Mannix, and Jason Crowder. So we are on time, and we're just waiting for the players to get warmed up, warm their ponies up, and we'll be underway back to live action. So,
Sebucan, I told you, if you miss the games on Friday, of course, you can always go back to CTV Sports, pick up the games. But I think one of the best games of the season it was.
Yeah, I think
yesterday against Sebucan and of course Casablanca, who won the final. I think it was one of the best. Well, it went to seven chuckers. So anytime anything goes to 7 chuckers. But just one of those games is open and again strategic. Had to change things up. We've seen a lot of games this spring, Steve, which I used to play polo. When we played polo back in the days, we always say, there were a few plays, how do you change the game or how you played the game based on your players and your horses. But today, it is changing by the second, by the minute. Even when you interview, I interviewed a lot of players on CTV Sports that were in the studio this year, okay, that came and sat with us, and Alejandro Nividestrada, Sugar Erskine, Nito Uranga, these guys talk about how they're changing what they do by the minute, not by the chucker, by the day, by the minute. And I think that just made the game just even more interesting and amazing. And, of course, four-legged athletes have been a big part of that.
Yeah, and, from the sidelines, we don't get to see that. But they do it under the tent. They do it on the way off the field. They have a discussion maybe on the way back to the field. And don't forget the courtesy horse changes. Gives them an extra trip on and off. So,
but the plays have been amazing. Just the way the game is being played, you switching up and changing the numbers. A lot of times with the one played the one, and when the 4 played the back, how we played, opened up and down the field, and that's the way it was. You had rotation, but not as much rotation as you see in the game today. Rotation is everything in the game. When one player has the opportunity, it's been fun to watch these teams using the back shot, knowing that the ball travels quicker than the horses, so any turn slows the game down. It's been fun to watch.
So the ball's back in play, and Sebucan going to win this bowl in with Gene Goldstein and Pablo Polo taking out Pablo Spinacci, but Spinacci coming in there to put some pressure on Goldstein. Goldstein turning that ball back underneath his horse's neck, trying to rake it out. Now Sugar Erskine has to give way. Goldstein doesn't want to hit into a horse, being a gentleman, but it is deflected anyhow. But Goldstein able to jump back on his own line on the deflection. Now followed up by Crowder. Crowder one time back over to the left-hand side looking for Polito. Pablo Spinacci coming in there. A pair of Pablos on the ball. And now Spinacci's going to win that play and turn the ball back towards the center. And followed up by Escobar. Over to Luis Escobar and Sugar Erskine over on the left-hand side. And Sugar pumps a fake shot and sends the ball looking for Ray Rafool. Jason Crowder coming back as well. And Ray coming on the ball with a nice offside shot. Ray Rafool continuing to drive that ball towards the north end. And Pablo Polito picks up the loose play. Pablo Polito on a handy little chestnut pony of his own. And Pablo out of the air over here towards the near boards, coming right here at us. Nice ride off there by Pablo, and his pony giving it its all. And Luis Escobar takes it near side. Back across the center. Sugar Erskine. Nice pass from Escobar to Erskine. Umpire hitting the back, and he's saying he's okay. And now Pablo Polito on the run right here. So Polito looking over his shoulder. He's got Gene Goldstein right behind. That's a good security blanket to have. And now Polito just going to work the ball right in and walk it in. So Pablo Polito putting the score on the board for Sebucan.
Yeah, Pablo's been pulling the team all spring long. I said, knock, knock, knock. I'm knocking on your door, Pablo. You need to play in the World Polo League. He's a 26-goal style player, man. I love it. Doesn't matter what level we're playing at, Pablo still plays at that flowing open style, that high goal style, as we say, 22 and up. But when you get to the 26, it changes. Believe it, 4 goals, would be surprised. And this is another guy also, Gene Goldstein.
Gino taking it forward, and I had to laugh at that bowl in. The umpire and Sugar talking a little bit about the umpire getting hit with the ball. So
Sugar's concerned.
Yeah.
He's concerned.
Yeah.
And you know Sugar. If you know Stuart Sugar.
I think you were saying, why'd you get in the way of my shot?
Yeah, exactly. That was the best ball Sugar hitting 2 chuckers.
And the umpire says, I know you love me, but next time red card.
Yeah, no, I've been told that by players, too, when they hit the ball into me to get out of the way.
Yeah.
All right, Escobar's going to open the gray up, and he's got a player out in front. Oh, everybody override. Loose ball play. It's going to be Pablo. Pablo turning up the steam today. Hitting ball deep, got 2 goals already. Spinacci in the first leg. On the full turn, it's going to be Polito. Pablo, as I said, this is a stellar spring season coming out of Miami. And look at this. He's going to find Gene Goldstein. And Gene Goldstein, this is what he likes to do. Run, open him up, boys. Who's got the horsepower? Goldstein out in front of. Looks like it's going to be Pablo. They override. Oh, Polito with the banger. Oh. Woo. That's what I like, though, Pablo. That is probably the most difficult ball in the game of polo to hit. A ball, Steve Lane, that is dead, and you're doing 32 miles an hour, and to hit that ball when it's not moving is way harder to hit it when it is moving.
That's absolutely correct. You have to have your timing just right, and especially an open shot, a difficult shot.
I hated that shot, dude. Dolph will hit a ball out there about 120, 130. I come on to that thing full speed. It looked like a peanut, bro. It looked like a golf ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it just, when you're flying, and Pablo was in perfect stride and swing, and then just off to the left. I love to see the replay from that. I know you're getting it on CTV Sports from our end zone cam, but that ball was just a tick off.
Yep. A very good try by Pablo. At speed, I might add, too.
At speed, a lot of speed, man. As fast as they can.
And a man on his hip. So, a lot of things to concentrate on that play for Polito. Narrowly missing the goal.
Yep. So they'll go ahead and take to our courtesy change with 3:56 on the clock. And we're going to have a knock-in to continue. And Freddie, give a pause of love there. He's great seed. Like I say, can't say enough about Mannix, man. Team Audi this year in the World Polo League. Fun to watch.
Yeah.
Man, fun to watch. They're involved in one of the 31 goals scored, 28 goals scored, pre-games that were over 27 goals scored?
Right. Yep.
Unbelievable. I mean, that's just a lot of goals to be scored in polo in general. I'd love to get the numbers across the world on that. But here we go. Back to the action. Look at this. They're going to go right to the running and gunning with 3:45 on the clock. Outside Pablo, he's got people going forward. Sugar's back on the black little bay pony. And this horse can mortally fly. So if Erskine gets out in front, just hold on to your hat. They're going to go back the other way. Pablo's going to open up on the chestnut, and look at this. A foot race coming, but Escobar's got the angle. Luis, a stellar back. Oh, he goes wide, though. Good play here by Pablo. Bad luck off the pony. Controlled by Spinacci. Nice try here by Crowder. He's going to push him. Good rotation here by Pablo Polito to get back in the game there as Crowder goes for the steal. This could be trouble. Ooh, Fred, though, breaks it up. Pablo said, let's go, guys. Turn the defense into offense. Here we go. But Escobar is a wall. Opens the door. Well done, Gino. Gets the action stopped. Loose ball play, Sugar. One-timer looking for Escobar on the far side. Will he get there in time? And it looks like the non-call is good for me. It's too much room right there. Escobar now on the move. Big ball right there. And he's got Ray Rafool coming inside the 60. Ray with the shot on goal. Que golazo, Ray Rafool, coast to coast like butter and toast. That's a power polo play.
Ray's second goal of the game. One in the first. Now in the third, and wow, set of ones on the board, in the first. So Ray Rafool coming on strong. A nice play there by Fly Polo. Taking the ball almost 280 yards, Dale, from that far corner all the way down the field, and three teammates working together to put that goal on the board. And right now, Pablo Spinacci gets the ball out of the bowl in. Spinacci trying to turn things around. Got two players going back to defense for Sebucan. And who's going to win the battle of the sword fight over on the far side? And Jason Crowder comes up with it. Checks down on the near side. Sugar Erskine in there as well. And Crowder gets through two of them. And now Jason with a strong neck shot towards goal. That ball doesn't have enough gas to get there. Sugar Erskine's going to come in and back it off the doorstep. Spinacci turns back around. But so does Mannix. Mannix stops, swings wide. What a play by Freddie Mannix and the Sebucan team down at that end. So a knock-in coming for the team in white, Fly Polo, with 1:14 left on the clock.
Good play down inside. Freddie with a very high percentage shot there, Steve. On the stop, you could hear him scream. I think he thought it was a gimme. And it kind of just went off the left side, so they're going to dodge a bullet here. Fly Polo, backed up here by Crowder.
Jason with a tail shot, back over to Freddie Mannix. Mannix now on the offside, now the near side. Mannix going to shoot one more time towards goal, and this time he's going to find the uprights right between him. So Freddie Mannix seeing the goal this time and putting it right where it needs to go. So Mannix, second goal for Sebucan right here in the first chukker of our three legs, and we are going to have the horn right here, Dale, and what do you think?
I'm thinking that Papa Mannix has got a big old smile on his face, Fred Sr., because I knew Fred wouldn't miss twice. Now, great start. Should be a fun one here. Remember, 2 chukkers left here in our second round. Stay with us. We'll be right back here after a commercial break on CTV Sports.
Foot golf, it's a kind of life, and also it's a combination about golf and football.
So I got into sport through social media. Someone approached me on Twitter and said, have you tried it? I'd never heard of it at that point. So I went to my local course and tried it and just completely fell in love with the game.
This is not as easy as it looks on your body. It's a lot of kicking. We don't normally kick this many hard kicks in soccer.
For me, this and the U.S. Open are the 2 top U.S. tournaments. It's something we all look forward to every single year.
Great fun, and I think everyone will enjoy it when they try it. You can't not have fun.
When you set goals at the start of the season and you're able to achieve them at the end of the year, I think I can speak for everyone and say when we set goals and we make the sacrifices that we make, which a lot of people don't see, and then it all comes to fruition, it's a good feeling.
I literally live, breathe foot golf.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Welcome back, everybody. Dale Schwetz with Steve Lane here in our second game of the day. Big spring season here. Eastern Challenge Finals was earlier. If you missed that, Casablanca, Travieso, very good game. 1 goal difference right at the end. But we're here for just the thrill of it. Grand Champion Polo Club. If you're in town, come on over. We're at the VIP. We got the VIP going today. We got the music flowing. Got good energy. I want to thank everybody who came out for the final. We got some of the diehards still here, which we love, for our round robin setup. Gaston Dorniak in the red and white today. You got Sebucan in the blue. If you're just joining us, Gene Goldstein, Pablo Polito, Fred Mannix, and Jason Crowder. Fly Polo, Ray Rafool, Sugar Erskine, Luis Escobar, Pablo Spinacci. 2-1, Steve-O. Pretty close first chukker there for our second leg.
Yep, Sebucan very strong, looking strong in that first chukker. Missed a few goals, but coming out on top by a lead of 1. So right now, Luis Escobar and Freddie Mannix come together. Mannix winning the play. And a shot back up where 2 blue jerseys are, but Sugar Erskine's going to turn right around and put that ball back over to center. And that could be a dangerous play because Gino Goldstein is going to give Alejandro the line, and 3 blue shirts come together, and Pablo Spinacci breaking things up, putting the pass out for Escobar. Escobar having a little bit of a run right here. Jason Crowder's going to hook and run him down. And a nice pass from Escobar back over to Sugar. He knew he had 2 blue jerseys on that far side of the field. Sugar able to get and break free and go out alone. Escobar coming back on the near side, ridden out by Crowder. And now Freddie Mannix opens it up, looking for Pablo Polito, but Sugar reads the play, a flip shot back over to Spinacci, but Spinacci unable to get to it. And now Pablo Polito with a long shot downfield. Sugar having to go back, as well as Gene Goldstein. Sugar's going to arrive on the scene first with a near side open shot, but Polito turns perfectly. Spinacci has to give way. A back shot right there to Mannix. And now Sebucan right out front. Mannix going to take that ball to the right-hand side where Sugar can't get on it. And now play right in front of goal. That is a whistle. And penalty one possibly. And we'll see what the umpire decides. But, yeah, we all saw that one, didn't we, Dale?
Yeah. I think penalty one. We'll see what Gaston Dorniak says. He got to wave the flag up. We'll see if he goes with the one here. Right in front of goal. Desperation play by Sugar. You're going to get the penalty one. So we'll get a wave of the flag there. We'll get a goal. And we'll get a penalty one. We'll give that one to Crowder. But well done, Pablo Polito, on the give and go. Steve, I don't know why I get so excited when I see that give and go, because I guess the game just changed over the last couple of years with the turn and everything, opening it up. But right there, Pablo, so he even had to let a player clear, and you're a big, you like to talk about that, letting a player clear. You can't just disappear. Pablo let him clear.
Yep.
Once he cleared, he hits the 20-yard back shot. Freddie Mac already on the run. And leaves it right in front of goal. Easy goal for Crowder.
Yes. And also the umpiring experience brings that along, too, to let that play develop.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, tonight jump right on because you can call a quick foul there, and then you get a 5. Well, you got to go to a 4.
Yeah.
Because you're setting the team up. Yeah, way to delay the whistle, but it's just good polo, man. Sebucan.
Yep. It played the advantage. It didn't affect the play, and the umpire let it go, as so does Freddie Mannix to that ball right up to Pablo Polito. Polito puts it up against the boards. It's going to stay on the field, and Pablo Spinacci is going to come there with him. Polito and Pablo Spinacci. That ball over in towards the center of the field. Gino Goldstein is coming on it and stolen away by Spinacci. Spinacci with a shot downfield, but Jason Crowder going back, looking over his shoulder. A little bit too far for Ray Rafool to get back on it. And now, Freddie Mannix. Bringing it back the long way. Mannix unable to keep going, but backed up by Crowder. And now Mannix out front has Gene Goldstein downfield. Going to send Polito down there as well, but Escobar, he's going to read the play and turn it back towards the center of the field. Now back towards the outside. Mannix has to give that play up, and now Escobar sends Sugar over to the right-hand side, seeing him there. Sugar looking over towards the center of the field. He knows Spinacci is headed for goal. Sugar, he's going to keep it himself. Spinacci's going to fall in behind. Sugar now has to outrun Crowder. Sugar with a one-time shot, but broken up by Crowder. A perfect play right there. Turned on it is Polito. Polito avoids the hook of Sugar. Polito couldn't keep the bouncing ball going, and now Spinacci turns it back towards the center of the field. Spinacci having to get around Mannix. Escobar, tough luck there, overrides Mannix into a sword fight. And met by Escobar. A great play right there. Now Escobar on the line looking for an open window to shoot. And Mannix comes by, and we get the umpire's whistle.
You got to get a whistle there, but that's some stellar defense back and forth. Steve, I think you might get a courtesy change here. So I want to go back to Gene Goldstein not fouling like two minutes back down here, allowing that ball that him and Spinacci were right at. Whose line is it? I thought it might even been Gene's line.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But he let it go, and if he does hit that ball and they call a foul, Ray Rafool was downfield. It goes to a 60. So he had Crowder on defense. That's just good polo, Gene Goldstein. Let it go. You got to know when you're beat type stuff.
Well, it was tough for us to see the line, but let's say Gino was on it and he wasn't sure. When in doubt, don't.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think he had. I don't think he let us strangle than Pablo. Now that I look at it, but I think great play because the development of that play they're going to move that ball almost 100 yards on a foul.
Right.
He lets it go. Crowder's in a good spot. They end up getting control of the ball again, going the other way. They get down in front, though, and great just patience by the fly polo team as everybody was involved there. Escobar, he's got the years of knowledge underneath him just to be composed down there. But poor Frederick Mannix had to deal with, I think, Sugar. He had little Luis. Pablo was in there. Ray was down in there. So they're going to get the open goal penalty, too. It's going to work for them. Good defense. watching a lot of the basketball right now, the NBA and then the hockey. Steve, we talked about that. I know you're a NASCAR fan, but, defense, you see so many of these games when they always say defense wins championships. And you know what? Also talking about loose ball plays. These plays where they get off a pile and who actually gets those loose balls comes in a lot of play in polo, similar to hockey and basketball.
Right. Well, yeah, you can have a player deflect it in basketball or hockey, either one, and in football, usually if it's a pass that's deflected, then it's a done play. But right now, finishing the play is Ray Rafool on the penalty 2 for fly polo. So Ray Rafool's second goal of the game, the first from the field, now from the 30-yard penalty line. So closing that gap, Sebucan out front by 1, so that brings 2 goals for, and Ray Rafool scoring both of those goals too, Dale.
Yeah, well done, Ray. Ray's hitting the ball good this spring. I love my man Ray. Throws his arm through the goal. We were in the studio during Friday's games. We talked about a couple goals that Ray finishes off, Steve. He's also a player who throws his arm perfectly in this place that he wants to hit the ball, and he's getting great results. Good goals here by Ray.
Freddie Mannix, he'd like to get something going for Sebucan, even though they're 1 goal ahead. And right now, Sugar Erskine with a little tail shot over to Escobar, and Luis Escobar with a shot up to Ray Rafool. Ray Rafool just scoring on that penalty 2. Now he'd like to score from the field, a shot across center line. Ray Rafool letting that Palomino pony stretch on out. Ray Rafool off to the right-hand side. Ray with a deep neck shot coming and just couldn't quite make contact. And now Mannix picks up the ball. Mannix sending Pablo Polito downfield, and he sees him on the move, and Sugar Erskine rides off Polito, tries to take it forward, and Gene Goldstein, nobody marked him, left him all alone coming from behind. Goldstein with a shot right towards goal. Erskine has to go back before that ball gets towards the goal line or the end line and puts a tail shot over, and it is going to be off the field and be a safety, so a penalty 6 coming right now for fly polo. Sebucan.
Well, they're holding up well, nice and cool now. We had that little shower come through.
Yeah.
And now we got a cloudy day here in southern Florida, but a beautiful spring day as we're ready to finish up here. Remember, AspenValleyPoloClub.com. You can check out Aspen Valley Polo Club, where we'll be going to in July, August, sometimes in September, depending on the season. And you can get all your information there from AspenValleyPoloClub.com. Want more information on Polo on Demand and Polo School, go to GCPolo.com. Here comes Mannix with the penalty 6.
It's up, but it is off to the left-hand side, so a good attempt there by Freddie. Long enough, high enough, just not straight enough, and Escobar put the ball back off the back line and back in play, and Sugar breaks over to the left-hand side. He has to check up, let that ball go by, and then reach back for it. Now controlled, flipping it over towards the center, being chased by Mannix. Mannix reaches out. Polito backing up. Near side back shot. Goldstein didn't turn in time, but Escobar does, and Escobar is going to turn the ball towards the outside. Spinacci going to break down the left-hand side. Sugar's already there. Now Spinacci back over towards the center. Ray Rafool in the center as well. Escobar is going to put the ball back over to the left where Sugarman is. Sugar, he's able to go to the offside, but Crowder comes across, hooked out of there by Sugar, and that gives Sugar free range, and Sugar with a shot towards goal right up to Spinacci. Spinacci with a neck shot into a pony, and it's picked up now by Mannix. Mannix on a run. Mannix all alone. He's 4 horse lengths in front of the nearest white jersey. A long shot downfield. Gene Goldstein sees it. Gene Goldstein goes to the offside. Goldstein with a nice open shot. Escobar back there to put pressure on. Goldstein gets the second shot, but that shot falling just a little bit short, and Escobar able to turn around and meet the ball perfectly. Escobar has Pablo Spinacci over to his right-hand side. Finding Spinacci, but Crowder beats him there to the ball. A back shot there by Pablo Polito, but intercepted by Escobar. Now Erskine blazing on through. Erskine letting that pony pick him up and put him down. He's got time. He's got 14 seconds on the clock. A deep neck shot. He doesn't get all of it, and that ball is still on the field. Taken across the field by Freddie Mannix to Jason Crowder. Jason Crowder right now, he sends a one-time shot. And the second horn is going to sound, and we've had some running and gunning right there, Dalio.
Oh, I'm telling you, now the same direction as the Preakness, by the way. Do you recognize that? It wasn't the opposite direction.
Yeah, it was turning to the left.
It was turning to the left, not to the right. As I was shocked, I wanted him to go more to the right last game, but now it's going left, left, left. What a game. 3-2, just wide open. Stay with us. We're going to take a little break. We'll be right back here for our third and final chucker of our second leg.
Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Steve Lane up here with Dale Schwetz, and we are getting ready to get the third and final leg of the second chukker. So, yep, got you now, Gaston. Okay, so we'll start with the bowl in here in the third period of play. Umpire Gaston Dorniak will put the ball back in play. From the center to the boards is the way the chukker is started, and right now the ball's on the ground, and who wins it? But Sugar Erskine turns play around, back up to Spinacci. Spinacci has to check up and stay on the near side, which he does, and now Crowder has to clear the right of way. Spinacci puts a shot downfield, and Ray Rafool just off to the left-hand side. Escobar makes the play, takes it forward, now goes for the next shot, and just wide, not enough angle on that shot to put it between the uprights. So, a knock-in coming for Sebucan.
Back and forth here, Steve-O, a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. Just the bowl in, and then Fly Polo had an advancement all the way towards that south end and missing a goal shot.
Ben open again. Both these teams are probably two of the fastest teams we saw here this week. And this got edged out in their games Right now, getting a little bit of congestion, but you're going to see that when you're in the third chukker, the last chukker of the second leg. It is only 1 goal difference. Everybody's got to man up. You cannot let anybody get free. Good hook, good turn. This is Louis on the move. Escobar is going to go by everybody. Escobar says, let's let the Big Bay pony run. He's going to use her to the outside. Leaves this one for Pablo. I like this play. Back to the center. Who's going to get on that line? Picked up, cleaned up, well by Gino on the far side. Well done. Another pickup as he clears it all the way out to the boards. Very safe. Now, can he make the turn? Well done. Still has control. Go. Beautiful steal by Escobar. Round and round they go, Steve. Now, running the right side. Back to the inside. Good hook by Gene. He'll leave this one and it'll be collected up by Mannix.
Freddie on the near side and now able to get back to the offside. He's got to get around some white shirts and back over to Goldstein. Goldstein all alone once again. Hits the ball. Polito up front, taken out. But Spinacci. And now turn back around. I believe that's Sugar over there on the far side. And Sugar with a high lofting shot. Sees Spinacci downfield. And Pablo able to fall on it. He's going to slow things down. Look at Sugar breaking down the field. Sugar wanted that pass, but it's stolen away on the near side by Mannix. Mannix with a shot, trying for the next shot, gives it up, and here comes Spinacci. Spinacci with an open shot. Spinacci one more time trying to send it up to Sugar, who was all alone. Spinacci had to come back across the field, but now Polito, he clears it out and sends it over to the far side. Spinacci and Crowder come together. They are rubbing knee guards. They are going to leave it. Sugar's going to take the ball underneath his horse's neck, right by the boards. Crowder riding for the foul. The whistle does not sound. And here comes Spinacci taking it fast and furious towards goal. Unable to keep it in the right, but puts it between the goalpost on the near side. So, what a fabulous play right there.
Sugar Erskine, man, I'm loving the chestnut. He was so upset when Pablo had him on the breakaway early. Pablo just hit it straight up in the air, but they just kept grinding away. Spinacci and Erskine kept grinding and grinding. That ran around 3 times to the right, Steve. Then finally, Sugar said, let's go back to the left, and giving love to the chestnut. The little chestnut pony and Sugar's on here. This horse can fly, and what a turn it made on the boards over there when Sugar took it under the neck to change the direction, had room to work, and I think got a little help from the caballo there.
Yeah.
Might be a pony goal at the end.
It could have been. Could have been. Difficult for us to tell from up here, but very, very possible.
Yeah, I know Jordan and them saw that. We'll check with the CTV studios just to be precise. But that's a 3:50 on the clock. And look at this, 3-3, all tied up. And so it looks like we're going to get a few takers here for the Kersey change. Pablo says, I'm staying on mine. Ray says, I'm going to stay on mine. Ray beefing his string up this year. Had the opportunity to interview Ray Rafula a little bit. Really happy with his string. He upgraded with a few more 4-legged athletes. Always helps out. Playing in the 6 and 8 goal all season long. Doing a fabulous job. And finishing up the spring here, Steve, always brings a tear to my eye, man. You know, ever since I was 12 years old, I always hated to leave the party. That's what my mom used to tell me anyways.
Well, we're going to be one of the last ones to leave, I tell you that. But,
yeah, man. But,
you know, only one
we
week
always
left.
finish with the Pride. I'm looking forward to that. Polo Pride. You can go WPLPride.com, get your tickets. Very important. And, you know, great energy, man. Very good. And it's a better project.
Well, don't wait too long to get tickets.
No,
it's usually a full deal.
But, you know, it ends our season, but we're all ready to get everybody transferred to beautiful Aspen, Colorado. So check your plans and check the websites. Go gcpolo.com, and that'll take you everywhere, but you can also go to AspenValleyPoloClub.com. And away we go with 3:40 on the clock.
Escobar sends it back over towards the center after the bowl in, and Crowder underneath his pony's neck. Spinacci didn't want to overcommit and make a foul crossing the right of way, and Crowder on a handy pony right here and sends the ball back up to Polito. Pablo checks down. Lets the ball go past his boot, but disappointed in himself for not making contact. And now Sugar overrides. Picked up by Mannix. Mannix working the ball on the near side, trying to get that pony coming out. Look at Sugar come back for the ride-off, and now backed up by Crowder. Sebucan going forward across the center line. Goldstein out in the center, but a little bit too far away. Sugar takes the ball underneath his pony's neck. Over here towards the near boards, checking down and going to work that ball, leaving it back for Escobar. Escobar overrides, and now Gino Goldstein headed for the south goal. Gino with a one-time shot, finishes it off, and puts it between the uprights. So Sebucan coming back fast and furious.
Gino! Yeah, but just good polo from everybody. Mannix on the turn on the near side. Sugar goes for the rubbing. Hey, you want to rub some paint off me? Trying to rub some paint off me, Steve Lane?
Yeah.
Don't be rubbing that paint off me. Sugar and Mannix having a great ride-off over there, and then they would not stop. Sebucan got involved, and look at this. 1 goal up with 2 minutes left. Let's see if Fly Polo can answer the call.
So has in mind, and Pablo trying to get things going, but intercepted there by Freddie Mannix. He's got different ideas, and another shot up to Gene Goldstein. Let's see if we can have a repeat right here of Gino taking that ball on the left-hand side and then putting it between the goalposts, but no. Luis Escobar comes in and breaks things up. Doesn't get all the shot he wanted, but able to turn back around, and Sugarman says go ahead. Escobar having a little bit of a trouble, and now Pablo Polito staying back there. Polito gives way. Sugar's got the confidence and breaks over to the right-hand side where Spinacci was. But that ground ball intercepted by Jason Crowder, and Jason Crowder with a high shot. Polito can't get to it. Escobar can, though, on the near side. Now the offside, but he's hooked out of there by Pablo. Left right there for Freddie Mannix. Freddie Mannix. Pablo Spinacci coming back, and Mannix is going to hit it the first time and send it between the uprights.
Fire. That's all I got to say. That's just fire, man. And that good polo once again by Sebucan. Just everybody working together. Goldstein pulling the team. Then, the minute that he gets the ball and loses the ball, Jason gets into the scene. Freddie's just out there just hovering and just waiting to make a play. And then the ball just bounces off the bad bouncer for Fly Polo, and Mannix has an easy goal. That puts it up by 2. And we're going to click down here. You get your 30-second horn to end right here. Backed up again by Mannix. Sebucan getting better and better every minute. On the last run of this third chucker, it's going to be Pablo Polito. He's got Ray Raful there. This ball might go on its own. And que golazo, Pablo Polito. Steve Lane, give it up. Best goal of the day, on fire, and with still 15 seconds on the clock, and now end the chucker.
What a finish right there for that second leg, giving Sebucans a lot of confidence to go up against Santa Rita, which we will continue with after this short break right here on CTV Sports.
We're here at Santa Rita Polo Farm cooking an Argentine-inspired fire meal for the Ganzi family. We have a 4-course meal tonight, and everybody will be tasting the food that we cook on the fire. We're here in Wellington at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. It's a beautiful place that we've come for several years. We love cooking here. The combination of our fire cooking with the table set next to the barn and to the horses just creates a beautiful atmosphere, and we love coming here and creating experiences every year. I think anybody that is new to these events is going to be very shocked right when they walk in, not only because of the grill setup or the fire cooking, but just the whole walk into this barn, you know, with the horses eating right next to you, and then the tables are set with candles. I just think the whole atmosphere around this place is beautiful and very shocking. With the menu, we always try to, bring new things to the dinners, new items. Obviously, we try to source everything that's in season and try to do our best to keep the menu changing and flowing. I'm Augustine Malman, and welcome to my chef's table at Rita Polo Farm.
Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz with Steve Lane, and I'm going to speak for Steve when I say, wow, what a day we've had here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. I think he agreed. Yeah, he's sitting next to me. He says, yeah, he nods, yes. I'm with you, D-Energy. So, welcome back. This is our final 3 chukkers of 9 of the Just for the Thrill of It. Once again, congratulations to the 2023 Eastern Challenge finalists, Casablanca, Melissa Ganzi, Mark Ganzi, Nick Roldan, and Grant Ganzi. Congratulations to them. What a game it was, 8-7, and Travieso definitely, they came to play. Michael Calle, Teo Calle, Nito Yoranga, and Tamacho Pierres. Congratulations to, well, not just an amazing polo player and a gentleman, an ambassador of the game of polo, and but a good friend of mine. This game he played was unbelievable. And Mr. Nick Roldan, congratulations on the MVP. Milanga was the best playing pony, best 4-legged athlete on the field. And she was ridden by Nito Yoranga. So congratulations to Mariano. But she's owned by the Santa Rita breeding operation. That was early this morning. We played on field 2. If you want to go back and watch that game, it'll be out there for you on any of our platforms. And here we are. We're here for our 3rd and final leg. Santa Rita in the pink. Welcome back, Santa Rita. And they're going to be playing with Rebecca Cohen, playing number 1. Riley Gandy will play the 2. Alejandro Navija Estrada. Aaron maroon helmet will play the 3, and Juan Bellini in the pink helmet. He'll play number 4. Sebucan, you know him. We just talked about him. They just played the second, the middle leg. And Gene Goldstein, Pablo Pulido, Mannix, and Crowder. And all I got to say, Steve Lane, is Sebucan seems like they are ready to rock and roll today.
They have got the momentum going. They didn't win the bowl in, but they won the rest of the field. And Pablo Pulido, he didn't forget his neck shot from the 3rd chukker. He finished it in the 4th chukker to Freddie Mannix. And Freddie Mannix, he scored a goal earlier on from almost that same angle. So those two working well together.
Oh, they look like a fun team. I got to tell you, they're very well balanced. This is a team you could go back and watch over and over and learn not just the players that are playing on it, but if you're an opposing player, watch a team flow and watch the way they work together. Steve, they're always covering each other, but they play at the same pace. You know what I mean? They're not playing at different paces. They play at the same pace. It's very easy to play at the same pace, and they're getting a lot done.
And Juan Bellini, he wants to turn things around, and he's going to send it downfield to Riley Ganzi. Ganzi's going to go a little bit wide to cut that angle down on the next shot. Gets a piece of it. Will it stay on the field? She gets another shot at it, and what an angle. What a shot. What an angle. A difficult shot for any polo player, but Riley Ganzi finishes it off.
Yeah, shooting very well today. Actually been shooting very well all week.
Yeah.
A good job. Yeah. Back to the center they go. 1-1 here. 3 chukkers left. We got a little bit of rain coming down again, as today's been kind of off and on, but a light shower here, but it looks like they're okay. Skies are clear. And out the back door, Alejandro.
on that Appy Pony, and Alejandro puts it over to the left. No blue shirts there, but he's surrounded by three of them. But a long shot way far out and not missing by much. Boy, I tell you what, that would have been a pretty goal had that.
I would
ball
say,
gone
yeah,
through.
you almost they say Pablo Polito at the end of the year. You could do it. I could do it better.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, this is what's gonna happen here when you start seeing these long balls. This is why I think we should put in the 120-yard or 130-yard line, Steve-O. Now, I know they've been talking about it, but we had the 2-point conversion this year in the World Polo League from center. I love to see the 120, 130, and boy, you want to see the game of polo change. It'll be a hit-and-run game for a lot of players. On the move, loose ball play, and picked up by Jason.
Crowder going to take it over to the far boards and settle things down and just work the ball along. He's got Freddie Mannix going downfield and two other blue shirts as well. And he sends a high shot, and it's not going to reach anybody but Alejandro. Alejandro fakes the back shot, takes it forward, wants to go to the left, bringing it back towards center of the field. He's going to lose the line and the ball and the right away, and picked up by Freddie Mannix. Mannix does the next shot one more time. That ball traveling towards the goal, and Freddie Mannix scoring from an angle outside. Once again, that's his third goal from almost that same spot.
Did that make you chuckle? I heard you chuckled. I thought you were chuckling there.
Yeah, I chuckled.
I know you're chuckling. Well, I wanted to say, well, Pablo, I'm going to give you love. I said Pablo Polito had the best goal today. I don't know if that might be the best goal. But Pablo's was, Pablo, maybe a little edge because it was in the last 30 seconds and he was running full speed. Freddie's been hitting the ball pretty deep. So he's been hitting the ball deep all year. We talked a lot about that, Steve, with the Audi team in the World Polo League, him running through from the number 4 position, which we saw in a lot of teams this year in the World Polo League. I love that play. I think it's changes the dynamics of all the fences, but I think he did it really well and hit the ball big with the Cobra running forward, hit that on the. I mean, it was a fun team to watch.
Yeah, it certainly was, and Fred Mannix, his dad, always played back, so maybe something there. But Freddie, I think his style of play and the way his horses go, I think he's a natural number 2. But
He's always been there, but I like him in all the positions. Now, I told you, I thought he was. Well, we talked about the secret sauce with Alejandro. He played back, ran through a lot. Freddie, when he came, brother, hang on tight, strap on your seatbelt, because when these guys came from number 4 to score, you can't stop them.
Yep.
You just hope they miss. That's every one of the teams that had number 4s running through at full speed. When those players got through, they were going, and the only thing you can pray for is them to miss. On the ball, after the ball, courtesy change with 3:33 on the clock, it's going to be Bellini.
Bellini has Jason Crowder on his hip and going to leave it for Alejandro, and Crowder's going to stay with him. He's got one play, and Crowder has to clear. Playing a little cat and mouse, and Alejandro takes the hook of Crowder, which leaves the pelota for Bellini. And Bellini with a nice straight shot right down the field, and that ball is going to go. Juan, he jumps in. He wasn't invited, but he's going to join the party for long-distance goal.
Okay, make a list. Make a list. Make a list. Keep your mind right. We're going to figure out who scores the best goal today, because Bellini just put himself up in the top 3, because now you got Pablo, you got Bellini. That might have beat Fredericks. I'm going to put Bellini at 2 now. I got Pablo's goal first, then Bellini's, and then Fredericks.
Yeah, in fact, Juan and Frederick just exchanged smiles over there, congratulating each other. And,
wow, 3 amazing goals, though, from very far out. Now back to the melee here, and then with this many goals being scored from distances, those are going to be the important plays. Picked up quickly, turned around here by Estrada.
Alejandro flips the ball to the right. It allows Jason to clear. A very smart high goal play. And now Alejandro back down the field. Has Rebecca and Riley headed for it. And Riley's going to jump on the ball. And Gansey with a one-time shot. Gansey twice. Pablo Polito right behind, and that ball continues to travel towards that north end, off to the right-hand side, and now a deep neck shot coming. What's going to happen here? And a nice neck shot underneath. Finishing it off, no. Tops the ball, and that ball's over the back line, so a missed opportunity right there for Santa Rita. And once again, Freddie Mannix will put the ball back in play.
Yeah, it's going to slow the pace a little bit, but a nice run. Took it down inside. 2-2. very evenly matched teams. I like the way Santa Rita has raised their level, because we know the level of Sebucan and the speed. Bellini's going to get a piece of this one, and he's looking for Alejandro. Alejandro, wow, that's good D by Polito. Takes the man first, gets the ball, little give and go. Crowder's going to hit everything one-timer, and you might see a power polo play with Mannix at full speed. Mannix with the drag inside the 60, checks his shoulder, checks it down, one more time. And the high flag, and Steve Lane, Sebucan firing on all cylinders.
You betcha. That's just great anticipation. And Freddie Mannix's third goal of the period. So the clock winding down, I think we'll get another bowl in. But Freddie Mannix on fire and reading Jason Crowder. And, that Dale, might be some of that communication that they can hear out on the field that we don't hear from the sideline. And,
hit and run, baby. When you hit and run, it's not that hard to play. And you noted, I don't think Jason's turned or touched two balls twice in a row. Every ball's been at least 30 to 60 to 100 yards. But Alejandro says, let's get one at the end. Oh man.
Look.
And almost, wow, that one would have fit in the top.
Yeah, it would have been there. We'd have had a four-man party right there.
I don't know. We'd have to review. We'd have to have a meeting and review them all once again because, man, what a shot by Alejandro. But just off to the left side, that'll take us to our second chucker of our final leg. Stay with us. We'll be right back on CTV Sports.
Number one, leading his team as always. They call him the Cobra. Give it up for Mr. Mark Ganzi. Then at number two, our second 10-goaler of this match. Give it up for Hector Castagnola, ladies and gentlemen. Number three, there is only one man that can, and that is Mr. Nick Roldan. There he is. And at number four, all the way from the Great White North from Canada, please give it up for the one and only Mr. Fred Mannix.
On the move here in our second chucker of our third leg, Juan Bellini will control. A little bit of rain coming down here now, so we saw some rain in the first two chuckers, and it cleaned up nicely. And these two teams going at here, Sebucan, who won their last leg. So Santa Rita here, they won their first leg. So this is actually a true final right here, Steve. Whichever team is to win this three chuckers will be the outright winner of the Just For the Thrill of It tournament. And we will keep you advised here just in case with the cameras. Right now, there's just a little bit of rain coming down. Not too bad, but we always keep an eye on it. Safety first. And right in front of goal down here, they're going to battle it out. But look at this, Steve. Sebucan's going to dodge a bullet.
Yeah, Alejandro Novicio Estrada working very hard down there and in between two or three players at times and just unable to score, but certainly had control of the ball and the players with that 7-goal knowledge coming around. So Freddie Mannix brings it in and sends it back over to Jason Crowder. Jason Crowder up to Gene Goldstein. Goldstein told to leave it by Mannix. Mannix coming in on the near side. Can't quite keep it going. And Jason Crowder, he comes slamming through and sends one right to the right-hand side of the goal. Will it stay on the field? Yes, sir, it certainly will. And that Juan Bellini is going to circle things back on around. Alejandro taking a player out. Juan Bellini right now trying to get around Fred Mannix. Alejandro coming back to lend a helping hand, and Bellini decides to take it forward himself. Mannix can't quite get the hook, and now Crowder picks up the line. Polito turns around the other way and unable to reach Polito, and intercepted now by Estrada. Estrada. He's got Riley Gansey on the right-hand side. Rebecca Cohen on the left, followed up by Juan Bellini, and now Freddie Mannix with a back shot. Tried to get it over towards the center to Polito, but intercepted by Bellini. Juan puts it into Crowder's pony. Told to leave it by Estrada. Estrada trying to join the long-distance shot team, and I think he has done it. Estrada now has a seat at the table for the long shot party right here in the second period of our third leg of play.
Yeah. Well done, Alejandro. Welcome to the club. He hit the post in the last one, which would have put him in the top three. This one might be the longest, Steve. I don't know. What do you think?
It's certainly up there. I mean, we've had some pretty shots.
Bellini's was pretty long.
Yes,
that was longer than Mannix.
Yep.
Frederick was out by the boards, though, so we'd have to look at all these plays here. But Crowder almost put himself in the race here on the last shot. We're going to see a few more here. On the far side, Gene Goldstein will run the turn, and Bellini opens it up nicely. Gets a little piece of it. Two players override. Gansey, nice turn. Takes it back to the inside. Good control here. Looking to get loose to the center. She's got Alejandro going forward. This is something that they've added to the Santa Rita team. Rebecca has about 50 lengths on everybody. That's going to give her time to get over to the far side as we click down under 4 minutes. Now Rebecca, she'll drags it a little bit. That'll help Alejandro. Leaves it for Gansey now. Riley inside the 60. 40, 30, control inside the red zone. And, nice goal here by Gansey. And bigger than that will take the lead. Awesome Polo here by Santa Rita as we click down to 3:30 on the clock. We'll go to our courtesy change. We'll see when it stops. As Gaston Dorniak going to the center. And it'll be at 3:20 to be precise, 4-3.
Close game, and the team in pink going ahead by one right here just before halfway through this final leg. So Riley Gansey and Alejandro Novicio Estrada are working well together. And the rain continues to come down, but not affecting any of the players. So, and the field is safe too, Dale, I might add. And
it seems like it's coming down a little harder than... You might give it a few minutes here. We'll see, Steve, but I just felt it'll get a little heavier on the roof here underneath the announcing booth. So we'll keep an eye on this just to make sure. As said, storms saying change directions here in southern Florida. But it went in and out, kind of in and out. So we got everybody back on the field here, though. We'll keep an eye on it, make sure it stays safe for the players. Stay safe. I apologize about that. Beg my pardon. Beg your pardon. 3:20 on the clock. So 4-1. And they got them all lined up here, ready to go. So possessions are going to be big. Gansey fighting in there. Bellini gets in the middle of it. But this is going to be one. Rebecca's got to pull out of there, just clear out. So she'll pull out of the way. And on the far side is going to be Pablo Polito to work this one over center. Pablo. Alejandro's going to go to try to cut him off quickly. And Alejandro's been very offensive today. I like seeing Alejandro go forward. I think that's been the secret sauce today for the Santa Rita team. Bellini overrides, but has time. He'll turn it back. We click to 250. Now Goldstein has to give one play here. Bellini knows it. Just going to watch out. Ooh, and you get the beat there. but he sneaks through, and I don't know if that was clean enough anyways. There might have been a whistle if they did, but he doesn't get the control. Good back shot by Sebucan. His Mannix wanted to meet that play back there. It almost looked like 1-on-2, but he didn't make the play, so Gaston's going to let him play on. Now, Alejandro just scored from over there. Looked like he wanted to hit that one to Miami. They come in. That's a good play there by Polito to leave that play because that would have been a foul. But looks like Bellini's going to work this one in now, but you'll get a whistle on that one all day long. So Pablo, good thought on pulling out of the last play. Steve now gets caught crossing over on the back shot.
Yeah, Juan Bellini put it where nobody had a play but Juan, and Polito just couldn't resist. And so I think Bellini had a high chance of scoring there anyhow, so a penalty 2. More than likely in the making, which, yes, they elect to bring it back to the 30. Remember, a penalty 2 for any people watching for the first time or new to Polo, inside the 30-yard line, the team that was fouled has the opportunity to take it from the point of the foul or back to the center 30 yards away, but only one shot from either location. So anyhow, an undefended penalty 2 taken by Alejandro.
And that one does go to Miami. As Alejandro, very strong today here. Picking up another. And more importantly, putting Santa Rita up by 2-goal lead. So first time maybe Sebucan's even been down by 2 goals this weekend. It went back and forth, didn't it, against their last game against Casablanca. That game went back and forth.
Yeah.
And I think it was a 1-goal difference. Look at this play by Frederick Mannix. Are you kidding me? Out of the air, drop the hammer. Freddie on the move, offside, near side. And what a goal by Freddie Mannix and Steve Lane. I hate to say it, but if you want to shut a team down or answer the call, that's the way you do it. Step it up. Knock it down.
Yeah, taking the ball out of the bowl-in and solo all the way. It seems like he wants to start a new party.
No, he wants to start a new party. That is a brilliant goal by Mannix and well planned there by Freddie. He kind of took advantage of that. Now watch, they'll adjust here. Santa Rita. They'll keep an eye. Look at this, Alejandro. I like it. Well done, Alejandro. He almost got loose and would have been off to the races.
Juan Bellini goes to back that ball as Sebucan wins the bowl-in and now picked up by Mannix. Mannix just scoring at the south end. He'd like to do the same at the north end. Estrada steals the ball on the near side across the field. Giving Bellini a little time to catch up as Bellini was going for Jason Crowder in a defensive play. And now the ball down along the side over the boards, and that's going to end Chucker number 2. We'll have a change in possession to start our 9th and final chucker of the day. We are going to take a short break with Santa Rita ahead 5-4. Welcome back to CTV Sports with Steve Lane and Dale Schwetz on field number 1 at the Grand Champions Polo Club. And we are in our 9th and final chukker of this round robin with Santa Rita in pink leading with a score of 5-4 over Sebucan. So this is just for the thrill of it cup. And right now, Freddie Mannix has put the ball back in play, but it's picked off by Alejandro Novillo Estrada. Jason Crowder has to give way. Juan Bellini goes towards the center of the field, but Estrada sends it down the right-hand side for Gansey. Riley Gansey on the move right here, followed by Freddie Mannix. Gansey can't quite keep a handle on it. Mannix's pony kicks it forward. Mannix with a back shot right over to his number 4, which is Jason Crowder, and Crowder can't keep a handle on the ball. And now Estrada. Estrada has players breaking downfield in front, but Estrada into a pony but able to pick the ball back up. Jason Crowder coming in on his offside and backed up by Polito. Juan Bellini goes back with a one-time back shot, picked off by Polito, and Polito now has a break down towards the left-hand side of the field, the far boards. Polito on the near side, and that ball stays on the field, ridden off by Bellini. Told to leave it by Estrada. Estrada turns it back towards the center of the field. Riley Gansey on his right, but he's going to send it well downfield and can't outrun Jason Crowder. So Crowder coming all back with a tail shot right to Freddie Mannix. Freddie Mannix sends it all the way downfield. Juan Bellini has to go back. That ball just 3 yards off the back line, and now Bellini takes Mannix. Works the ball on the offside. Now they come together. Bellini reaches down. Mannix does too. Mannix turns it back towards the inside. And now it's going to bring it back, bring it across the field with a neck shot looking for Jason Crowder, but that ball is going to fall short, allowing Bellini to come and clear it over to Alejandro. Alejandro lets the ball settle, turns that pony back around. Bellini going to give some assistance from behind, and now Alejandro decides to go to the right with a long shot, looking for Rebecca Cohen. Well downfield, Rebecca able to come and get to it. Couldn't quite get the contact with the ball, but Gansey following her up, and now a long shot by Gansey towards the center of the field. Gansey has Mannix on her hip. Mannix is going to win the right off. Flips the ball on the near side, can't keep control of it, but Polito, his neck shot has been working all day today and sends it a neck shot over to Mannix, but ridden off by Estrada and picked up now by Gansey into Cohen's horse, and Pablo Polito coming in there for the hook and the play. Polito brings it back over towards the near boards. 4:54 on the clock. Juan Bellini coming back in there with Mannix, and now Polito beaten by Estrada. Estrada turning the ball back towards the goal with a shot towards goal where Gansey and Cohen are there. But Polito on the near side takes it off the doorstep and hits it across the field. And right now we'll have a whistle for a penalty 6 safety.
Yeah. Looked like a good, nice attempt there by Pablo. He had to stay near side because Gansey was coming down the line. So good thought process, just a little bit off the side to the left side, so it's going to go off the field. They'll bring it out to the 60-yard mark. Estrada has already scored a couple from that area of the field during the play, not during a dead ball play. So, Steve, I'm going to tell you that he's going to put this one over the hedges and just dead center. I think he's got a good spot over here. He's got time. He can tee the ball up. He took the time to tee the ball up. Now he's going to go change horses. And he's got to be coming out on one of his most comfortable horses at this moment of the game. If we break it down, I mean, this is the last chukker. You know, you got to have the Máquinas now. You got to have your best horses ready to go here. And so he knows that he's probably getting on a pretty good horse to hit penalties on right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to give the edge here.
Yep, I would say so. And so still anybody's ball game at this point. And the players, die-hard polo players, rain not bothering them any. But field looking good. Nobody has slipped. The horses like it. It's nice. It's cool. We do still have some precipitation coming down.
Yeah, we got to give up to our videographers, man. Well done here. CTV Sports doing a fabulous job keeping this game going for you right now because it is starting to blow. Again, no lightning in the area, so we're good there. And Even the water's coming into the announcing booth here, but we're going to go ahead and finish this up here for you. 4:30 on the clock. We got to give everyone an opportunity to get on a fresh mount, and we'll probably get this one done. Rain could come into play here, so this opportunity, Strada.
Strada hits one head high, but off to the left-hand side, so a missed opportunity for Santa Rita to go ahead by 2, and now Jason Crowder puts it back in play. No, that's Freddie Mannix. Mannix puts it back in play. Over to Polito, and Pablo, he gets a little touch of it, but not all of it, and Crowder comes in to intercept the loose ball and pick it up. A little bit of miscommunication there between Mannix and Crowder, and Riley Gansey gets on a breakaway right here, and Gansey on the line, and right away, Polito's going to stay with her. Gansey unable to control. Mannix looking over his shoulder, turns it to the outside. 3:56 on the clock. Mannix going to send a bomb downfield looking for Gene Goldstein, but Bellini back there in defense. Bellini going to bring it across the field. Too much time to be chewing up the clock, even though they're 1 goal ahead, and Bellini fouled it up by Estrada. Estrada along the ground, where Riley Gansey lets the ball pass Herster and then a shot towards goal. Now she's got a cut shot, and Gansey with a shot towards goal, but off to the right, but able to clean it up and put it on through.
Well done. Good play here by Bellini. Leave the ball for Strada. Alejandro's been hitting a deep ball. They're lined out very well. It is coming down right now, so this is a big goal by Gansey. Perfect timing to go up by 2 with 3 minutes left, even though 3 minutes is a lot of time with this type of weather coming down. Definitely going to make it more difficult for the team that's trailing. Now, Santa Rita, Alejandro says, no more of this. You're not going to take it away from the front. You see that transition, and he reads it perfectly and picks up the ball. Well done, Estrada. He's going to work it out of the throw-in. That's going to take a little time off the clock. Here comes Freddie.
Mannix couldn't quite connect with the next shot, so that's going to allow Estrada to come back. Time ticking down with the team in pink ahead by 2, and Estrada shooting from long ways out through the goal, so Estrada just became chairman of the long-distance club.
Oh, man. Chairman of the House of Long Shot, Alejandro. Buena tiempo. Well done. We had a good one from Mannix. Jason almost hit one deep. Polito was right in there, but the Secretary of Defense, Alejandro Navis Estrada, scoring from everywhere today, Steve. Just dialed in.
Yes, sir. The man in pink. And now, Gene Goldstein working the ball on the near side, trying to get some distance out of it, and Jason Crowder comes in to hopefully close that gap of 3 goals. Crowder with the next shot towards goal, but blocked by Bellini. Now Mannix, he's scored from the south end at this angle and that distance, puts it right up front. Polito doesn't have to do a thing. Mannix scoring from another angle outside, closing the gap by 2.
Another one right there by Fred Mannix, who has also been dialed in today. They want to get back to the center. 1:27 on the clock, 2-goal difference. They still have enough time. Sebucan look for the steal here. Estrada again, you're not coming up front. He's going to hold that down. Bellini holds down the back. Uh-oh, here comes Alejandro.
He is hot. He wants to finish things off, and he's down the left-hand side of the field. Mannix staying in there with him. Mannix with an open near-side back shot, and what a fine shot that was, having a lot of distance from the near side, and now Juan Bellini. Juan Bellini with 53 seconds left, taking the ball by himself. Juan Bellini going to send it up to and through the upright. So Juan Bellini scoring as well. So a lot of shots from that angle on the right-hand side.
Well, he told me when he was younger he played a lot of polo in England. so he's used to playing in the rain. They didn't look like they were phased at all. Well done, Juanito. There you go. Put your hands together. Santa Rita, winners of the Just for the Thrill of It. But thank you, Fly Polo. Thank you, Sebucan, for an amazing weekend. Thank you, Gaston Dorniak, all of our videographers, much love. I'm going to close this out really quick. Well done. They'll be doing the trophy presentation again. Join us next week. I'm Dale Schwetz for Steve Lane. And I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports. So I say thank you for making us leaders of polo broadcasting. And even when it's raining, we love the polo.
It's organized after the Longines, so